Finny's magic fish food. While Macy's family was fishing at the stream, she was looking for magic fish food. It was harder than she thought. She walked along the bank, looking for anything that might be magical. There were floating leaves, mossy rocks, branches, and even a sleepy snail. There were lots of interesting things, but none magical. Then her brother caught a fish. It was just a little fish, but it was the first one he had ever caught. Their parents were very proud of him. "Can I keep it?" he asked. They agreed, and soon it was time to go home. Macy was about to stop her search when she saw something very strange. 3 green peas. She had seen peas before, but these peas were flying around her head like little green birds. She snatched the peas and put them in her pocket. In the car, Luke named the little fish Finny. When they got home, Luke put Finny in a big aquarium, and Finny was very happy swimming in his new home. "You're in charge of him," Dad told Luke, and Luke was excited. He had always wanted a fish. Macy and Luke liked to watch Finny swim around the aquarium. She thought he liked to play hide and seek with them. She also watched Luke feed Finny every day. But after a week, Luke got bored of playing hide and seek with Finny. Macy would play, but Luke just fed the fish. Until one day. Macy had been playing peekaboo with Finny when Luke went to a sleepover at his friend's house. "Feed Finny while I'm gone, please," Luke said. "1 scoop in the morning and 1 at night." The little fish did look hungry that night. Macy was about to scoop him some food when she remembered her magic fish food. The 3 magic peas. She wondered if fish liked magic food. She brought one to Finny and held it above the water. Finny swam up with all his might and leapt out of the water. He gobbled up the pea and landed with a cannonball back in his aquarium. He looked very pleased with himself. She played with him until her parents said it was time for bed, and when she was leaving, it seemed like Finny winked. When she saw Finny the next day, he had grown. He was as big as her whole arm. But that was not the strangest thing. Finny had learned to talk. "Morning, Macy," he said from his aquarium. Macy didn't know what to say to a talking fish. She'd never met one before. Maybe Luke had, but he was at his sleepover. She would take good care of Finny until Luke got back. She scooped up some fish food. "Are you hungry?" Finny bobbed his head. "More magic!" Macy didn't know what would happen if Finny ate another magic pea. She felt excited and nervous. She wondered what Mom and Dad would say when they saw the big talking fish. She wondered what Luke would say. "More magic! More magic! More magic!" Finny cried. "Quiet down, Macy," her dad said from the living room. Finny drew a big fish breath to shout his loudest, fishiest shout, and Macy hurried to grab the second magic pea. She did not want her and Luke to get in trouble for having a talking fish. When she plopped the pea in the water, Finny looked very happy. He swallowed the pea in his big mouth and settled down in the rocks to sleep. When Macy saw Finny the next morning, he had grown. Now he was almost too big to fit in his aquarium. But that wasn't even the strangest thing. Finny had started playing Macy's harmonica. He would poke his big head out of the water and play a song on the little instrument. At first he was quiet, but then Finny was loud. "You sound very nice, dear, but please come out for breakfast," Macy's mom called. Macy was hungry, but she couldn't leave Finny alone with the harmonica, or her parents would find him. She and Luke might get in trouble. She asked Finny for the harmonica. "My music, my music, my music," he cried. "Macy, listen to your mother," her dad said. Just then, Finny drew a big fish breath to play his loudest song. Before he could play, Macy popped the third and last magic pea into his big mouth. Finny began to snore. It snuggled into the bottom of his tank to sleep. Luke returned the next day, and he was very surprised when he saw Finny. Finny had grown. But not only had Finny grown as big as Macy, he had grown legs. "Morning, Munchkins," Finny said when Luke and Macy entered the room. Finny was standing by the window, drinking a cup of her dad's coffee. He played a tune on the harmonica. Luke's whole head was green as a pea. "What happened to Finny?" he asked. At first, he was just talking, she said, then the harmonica, and now the legs. Now we'll never be able to hide him from Mom and Dad. Luke looked very scared because he was supposed to be taking care of little Finny, but now Finny was big and loud and very much unfishy. Macy and Luke spent all day thinking of what to do while Finny walked around the room, drank his coffee, and tooted on the harmonica. They both thought they were going to be in big trouble. "It's my fault," Luke said. "I was supposed to be in charge. I'll tell Mom and Dad." "Me too. I gave him the magic fish food," Macy said. Together, they brought Mom and Dad back to the room. They were very surprised when they saw Finny. "Merry morning," Finny said. He shook Dad's hand and gave Mom a fishy bow. Her parents did not say anything. Then Finny began to play a song and dance a jig on his fishy legs. Macy waited for her parents to be upset with her and Luke, but her dad started to laugh. Then Mom started clapping, and soon everyone was spinning and dancing, and all around Macy were the arms of her mom, the laugh of her dad, the smiles of Luke, and the fishy song of Finny, all from her magic fish food. The end.